welcome you in the class of structure analysis. This is lecture 1 of unit 4. Today, we are going to discuss unit influence lines. So, influence lines for a given function such as reactions, okay. Reactions, axial force, shear force or bending moment is a graph that shows the variation of that function at given point on a structure due to application of unit load at any point. Okay. So, let me define, okay. Let me define through example. Okay. Say if I have a beam, like this, okay. This is A, okay. Say this, okay, B, okay, and we have loading this, okay. So, due to this loading, that beam is going to deflect in this manner, okay. And due to this loading, it will have the bending moment, it will have the BMD of this shape, it will have the bending BMD of, okay, bending moment, okay. Say this is the bending moment, this is the bending moment, right. So, due to given loading, every point, okay, every section of the beam, is subjected to every section of the beam, okay, every section of the beam is going to subject shear force, bending moment, okay, and that displacement, there will be the slope, there will be the change in slope, okay. At point A, there will be the reaction RA, at point B, reaction RB, okay, okay. At any point, okay, at any point shear can be there. For shear force, this one, bending moment at any point, okay, can be there. This is the displacement, this is the slope, okay, this is the reaction, okay, support reactions at A, support reaction B, okay. So, these are defined as actually parameters, okay, that these are defined as parameters in this definition, okay. So, to find the values, to find any values means to find any parameter, we can find these parameter with the help of static equilibrium equation, okay. But these parameter can also be calculated, can also be determined very easily through influence line, and influence lines, these are the function of every parameter. It is influence lines the function of shear force, it is the function of bending moment, it is the function of displacement theta and so on, okay. And in case of determinate structure, this variation of influence lines with the parameter, it is linear, in case of determinate. In case of determinate structure means static indeterminacy is 0, if static indeterminacy is 0, it is linear, okay. And in case of indeterminate structure, it is curve, it is in shape of curve, okay. So, when it is linear, then determination of any parameter, it is very simple, So, this is the usefulness of IL, okay, and that influence line diagram is very useful when we have moving load. Okay, we have set of moving load over the beam. Okay, if series of concentrated loads are crossing to this beam, then crossing to this beam, say this is the L span L. If the series of point loads are crossing this beam, then what should be the position, what should be the position of this load over that beam, so that we get the maximum value of any of these parameters, or shear force or bending moment or any of thing. So, the position, identification of such position is determined with the help of influence lines. So, this is the important functions of influence lines. Okay. So, it is very helpful in a moving load, it is very helpful in moving load. Okay. To find the maximum value, okay. And simply this is the function, influence lines are the function of any parameter in a structure, either linear or in curvilinear form, that depends upon the degree of static indeterminacy. Okay. The next thing is how to plot the influence line. Okay. The parameter, how to find this relation, how we can plot this thing. Okay. So, we have two method, direct method and Mueller-Breslau principle. Okay. Today I am going to discuss this one, direct method, okay, for the plotation of influence line. Okay. So, direct method means using equilibrium, using equations of static equilibrium. Okay. So, let us this is the significance. Okay. IL are important in designing beams, trusses used in bridges, cranes, rails, conveners, floor girder and other structure where the load will move along the span, that I told you. IL shows where a load will create a maximum effect for any of the function, that I have told you. Okay. Now, you let us do this question. Okay. Simply supported beam. Okay. This one, plot the IL for RA, RB. Okay. For in simply supported beam. Okay. Suppose we have a simply supported beam. Okay. We have simply supported beam, say this one, this is A, this is B. Okay. So, reaction, okay, it will have reaction RA, depending upon the load it will have the reaction RA, it will be reaction RB. Okay. Since this is a beam, so no horizontal force will be there. Okay. We need to plot the IL for RA, So, what we will do, we will put a unit load. Okay. We will put the unit load, at some distance x, and then we will find the value of this reaction using static equilibrium equation. Okay. If this is the length L, then this length is how much? L minus x. Okay. So, what will be the value of RA? RA will be L minus x by x times of 1. Okay. And what will be the value of RB? RB value will be x upon x by L. We did a mistake here. Divided by L minus x divided by L into 1. Okay. Into 1. Okay. Since we have unit load. So, x by L, and this is 1 minus x by L. Okay. So, this is the equation reaction. This is the equation. Okay, of RA and RB in terms of x. So, if I want to plot the IL for, if I want to plot the IL for R A, if I want to plot IL for R A, then we need to plot this equation, we need to plot this one equation. Okay. We need to plot this one equation, means when the point load, is at point A, then what is the value of x? Value of x is 0, means what will be the ordinate? Ordinate will be 1, ordinate will be 1. Okay. And when the point load is at point B, when the point load is at point B, then what will be the value of x? Value of x will be L. Okay. Then 1 minus L by L means 1 minus 1 means 0. So, we will have 0 ordinate. Okay. And here we are observing that the variation of R A with variation of R A with x is linear. So, this will be the graph. So, this will be the graph, and that graph, it is the IL for R A, it is the IL for R A. Similarly, if we want to plot the IL for R B, okay, then we need to plot this one equation, we need to plot that one equation. Okay. At point A, value of x is 0. So, what will be the value? What will be the value of R B? R B value is 0. R B value is 0. Okay. When point load is at point B, then the value of x will be what? L. X will be L. So, the value of R B, it will be L by 1, L by L into 1 means 1, and the variation is linear. So, we will get this one ordinate. Okay. We will get this one plot. Okay. And that plot, it is the IL for R B, it is the IL for R B. Okay. It is the IL for R B, and these plots are very much helpful in finding the values, of R A and R B, in finding the value of R A and R B. Okay. Say, let me show, if I have this beam, okay, say 10 kilonewton load, say 20 kilonewton load, say 30 kilonewton load at certain distance, say A. Okay. Say this is R A, this is R B. Okay. And we need to find the value of R A. We need to find the value of R A through influence lines, not by static equilibrium. Okay. If this is the position of the load, okay, 10 Newton, 20 Newton, 30 Newton, if they are acting in uniform distance from supports, okay, then value of R A, then the value of R A, okay, to find the value of R A, we need to plot this IL. Okay. IL, we know that the IL for simply supported beam, it is this, okay, unit this. Okay. So, this one ordinate we can calculate, what will be that ordinate. Okay. Say this is y 1, say this is y 2, this is y 3. Okay. So, the calculation of ordinate, is very simple, 1 divided by total length, is A 1 2 3 4, 4A is equals to y 1 divided by 3A is equal to y 2 divided by 2A is equal to y 3 divided by A, right. So, the value of y 1, it is 3 by 4, value of y 2, it is value of y 2, it is 1 by 2, and value of y 3, it is 1 by 4. These are the ordinates, right. So, value of R A now can be calculated, with that ordinate. Okay. What will be the value of R A? Value of R A will be 10 multiplied by y 1 plus 20 multiplied by y 2 plus 30 multiplied by y3. Okay, y1, y2, y3 that we have calculated. So, by putting the values of y1, the reaction can be calculated, and the result will be same, as if we will use static equilibrium equation, same result we will get. Okay. Similarly, RB, if we want to calculate the value of RB, then what we will do? We will use this one IL. Okay, we will use this one IL, and we will find the ordinate. Under the load. Okay, and we will multiply the load with the ordinate, with the corresponding ordinate, to get the corresponding parameter, means value of RB here. Okay. It is and if it is if we have point load also, if I have point load also from A to B, then what we will do? We will consider the same thing plus this load, say this load intensity is W, then we will add one more W into area under the UDL. Okay, area under UDL. Okay, that we will consider. Okay, if point load is there, then the value will be load multiplied by ordinate. If we have the area, if we have the UDL, then the value of the load will be UDL multiplied by the area of the corresponding IL. Okay. So, this is the usefulness of IL. Okay. So, RA and RB, we have plotted the IL for RA and RB. Okay. Next, we need to plot the IL for MC, bending moment, IL for bending moment. Okay. So, IL for bending moment at point C. Okay. Let me define point C as here. Okay. Say this is at a distance. Okay. Say this is at a distance. Okay. So, this distance, if L is total distance, so this is L minus A. Say this point is A, this point is B. Okay. And say this point is C. Say this point is C. Okay. This point is C. Okay. So, we need to find this moment. MC. Right. We need to find this moment MC. Okay. When unit load, okay, when unit point load is moving from left to right. Okay. So, what will be the value of MC? Okay, using equilibrium equation, it will be MC, it will be say this reaction is, if this reaction is RB, if this reaction is RA. So, considering this one part only, right side part is only. So, value of MC will be how much? RB into L minus A. Okay. MC is equal to RB into L minus A. Okay. Now, we can calculate the value of RB. So, value of RB will be x by total L. So, the value of MC, okay, bending moment at point C, it is x into L minus A divided by, okay, x into L minus A divided by L, right. So, we can plot this bending moment. Okay. If we will plot this equations, then we will get the IL for bending moment at C. So, IL for bending moment at point C we can obtain by plotting this equation. Okay. Here MC. Okay, bending moment, it is linear variation is there, linear variation is there. Okay. So, let us plot it at point when point load is at A. So, the value of x will be x is 0. So, by putting the value of x 0, we are getting a value of MC as 0. Okay. When point load is at point C, x is A, then we will get the ordinate, we will get the ordinate, how much, A into L minus A divided by L. Okay. A into L minus A divided by L. Okay. And the variation is linear, variation is how much, linear. Okay. And when point load is at, okay, when the point load is at, okay, this is this equation, okay, if point load is here, okay, if x is equal to, okay, so this is valid for AC, this is valid for valid when point load is between AC. Okay, when point load is between AC. Okay, when point load is between AC. So, it is so applicability of this equation is only when point load is in between AB. So, when point load is in AB segment, AC segment. Okay. And when point load is in this segment, okay, in the point load is in this segment, say this is 1. So, its value this is same A and this is L minus A. So, this equation, okay, say this is x now. So, this is again x by, this is again x by total L, okay, and this bending moment MC, this again bending moment MC will be what? MC will be now it is say R A, okay. So, it is x by L, okay, okay, it is x by L into A, okay, x by L into this reaction is x by L. So, this distance is A. So, x by L into A, it is in far which segment, far when the point load is in segment CB. Okay. So, let us complete this IL, okay, for this portion CB. So, when point load is at point B, okay, then what is the value of MC, bending moment? It is 0. Okay. When the point load is at point C, then the value of x is what? L minus A, means we are getting the same ordinate, okay, and it is linear. So, this is the plot for IL, this is the plot for plot of IL for bending moment at point C. Okay. This is a linear variation we are observing, Okay. Similarly, we can plot the shear force, we can also plot the shear force at the same point, okay, at the same point. So, let us calculate it. So, now we are doing IL for shear force at point C, okay, IL for shear force at point C. So, in this beam, say this point, say C, okay, this is A, this is B. So, shear force, okay, the nature of shear force is this, we know very well. Okay. So, if the point load is at x distance, from A, okay, then value of RB, it will be x by L, right, value of XB it will be x by L. So, it is V x, it is V x, okay, same equal and opposite. Okay, we are considering this one direction of the shear force. So, the V x is what? V x is exactly x by L, if we are considering this one part. Okay, if we are considering this one part only, okay, then we have this, and it is, this equation is applicable when the point load is between A to C, okay, in AC segment. Okay. So, this is the shear force. Now, we can plot the shear for IL for shear force, IL for shear force, we can plot the IL for shear force in segment AC. Okay. When the point load is at A, it is 0, okay, x is 0 means 0. When the point load is at x is equal to A, okay, this distance we know that this distance is A. So, it is A by L. So, this is A by L, okay, and this is the linear, okay, linear variation x by L. Okay. Similarly, for segment CB, we need to have for segment CB, we need to apply load, in this segment, okay, in this segment, okay, in this segment, say this is x distance, okay, we are applying, and we need to find this shear force. Okay. So, now the reaction will be, this reaction will be x by L. Okay. Now, V x will be what? V x, this V x will be will again x by L, but now here x is from point B, x is from point B. Okay. This is case 2, this is for, yes. So, we are getting same equation, but the meaning of section is different. Okay. In this case, in this case section was from A, okay, in this case section is from B. So, let us plot the remaining part of the IL. Okay. So, at point B, axis at point B, axis 0 means this. Okay. At point, okay, one more thing, we are getting minus sign, okay, because this is upward, this is also upward, okay, this is also upward. Okay. So, it will be, okay, okay, okay. So, okay, if we will apply the equilibrium equation, then we will get is a negative sign, because this one part, okay, this one part, okay, if in equilibrium it will be okay, here, okay, here equal and opposite sign, okay, was there, that is why the value was same, okay, but here is the same direction, they are acting in same direction, so that is why it will be negative. So, and to plot it at x equal to 0, okay, and x is equal to when it is at point C. So, it is how much? X is L minus A. So, we will get this ordinate, okay, and this. So, this is the plot, okay, and this distance is how much? L minus A by L. Okay. Therefore, what is this distance total? Okay, what is this distance? This distance is total 1. Okay, and if we calculate the slope, then the slope is A upon L divided by this one distance is how much? A. So, what we are getting? 1 upon L, and this one slope, that slope if we want to calculate, L minus A divided by L minus A. So, what the slope we are getting? L, okay, means the slope, this one slope and that one slope, both slope are what? Same slope, we are getting the same slope, okay. It means this line and this line, okay, these two lines are parallel with each other, okay. So, this is the procedure to plot the IL, by the direct method. So, okay, and we can also plot the IL in case of cantilever beam. Okay, in cantilever beam is this. Okay, this is R A, this is R A, this is moment. Okay, if this point is A, so this is M A. Okay, at any point C, say this the distance is A, say this distance is A. So, if we can plot the bending IL for bending moment, we can plot the for shear force. Okay, for bending moment at point C, we can plot okay, using the same method, okay. Okay, for MC, okay, RA, for RA we can plot. Okay, I am here giving the result. So, IL for RA it will be this. Okay, for VC, the IL will be this one. Okay, please verify it. Okay, and MC we will have moment at point C. Okay, then okay, then okay, you will get this one. Okay, no, you will get this one shape. Okay, you will get this one shape. Okay, ordinate is 1. So, this is theta is equal to 1. Okay. So, these are results. Okay. So, please verify and do by yourself. Okay. So, today we discuss the direct method for plotting the influence lines. Okay. Thank you very much for listening.